how to go about certain things this week. That way you guys can come from a clear perspective and just, get a little heads up. All right. Sorry. Okay, for all those Libras, what are the general energies and themes? Wow, 10 of Wands, sorry, bottom of the deck with the Star. So this is healing after a long time of being burdened. A lot of issues, a lot of thoughts that you've been holding, like a lot of things you've been trying to hold. And I feel like this is also for other people. Like you're trying to do a lot for other people or keep up with a lot of people. And what I see you guys doing is letting that go, letting a lot of people go, letting a lot of burdens go. You felt like, things that you were supposed to do, like you were obligated to, help somebody else out or, vacuum their car or drive them somewhere. Like you can't be there for everybody. You can't try to do everything for everybody. And I feel like you guys are really getting back into your own energy of, being more personable, or not personable, but a little bit more intrinsically motivated. So, doing things for yourself instead of for other people, and, relaxing those burdens that you had for other people, because it's not your job to be there for everybody all the time. And I feel like you guys are really understanding that and you're healing from that. Okay. So we have the Magician. Okay. So it did come up in reverse, but this to me seems like you guys have a good amount of control over what you want to do. Even though for some of y'all, it's that somebody else has control over you and they're making you feel like you have to do a lot of things. They're making you feel obligated to do things. And it's a little bit of manipulative energy. So don't allow yourself to be persuaded or, talked into doing certain things because they say so. But this is, to me, reclaiming your power, knowing how much power you do have, like, inside of you, and how much decision-making abilities you guys have. Like, you guys are the great thinkers who can, decide between two things and balance the scales very easily. So, to me, it seems like reclaiming your personal power. We have the King of Swords. I feel like this is the person that, for some of y'all, could be oppressing y'all, even though this is your energy, King of Swords, because it's an air sign. But I see you guys also being very communicative, so it's expressing this to other people, not just knowing it in yourself and knowing that you have to drop these burdens, but it's also telling people about themselves. It's saying, I don't appreciate when you do blah blah blah, that type of energy. It's important that you express it to them so that it doesn't continue and that they understand how you feel. That way there's no misconceptions. We have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so there definitely could be some manipulation going on here. Somebody's lying, somebody's not telling the truth, and somebody is really persuading another to do their bidding. Now, whether this is you or the other person who's doing this to you, like I said, expressing how you feel is the way out of it. Communication, clear communication of how you feel, and ultimately dropping the shit that you've been holding for too long. Y'all been holding on to something. The Three of Wands. So I see y'all definitely expanding out of this energy after you communicate with them and heal from the situation. For some of y'all are just going to turn your back on the situation and be like, I'm done with you. That's why I say the advice here is really important to express how you feel, because for some of y'all are literally just going to cut them off without communicating. You're just going to turn your back. There's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, the only issue with that is when you do that, potential issues could arise in the future. So it's always better just to, put everything out in the open so that you understand, they understand, and you guys can move on that way. But regardless, you guys are dropping the issues, the weights that other people have been putting on you or that you felt like you had to lift up. And you guys are really moving into your own space of expanding on what you want to do. Transitioning. We have the Six of Swords, which is navigating a difficult time. I don't feel like this week is going to be too difficult, but I just feel like it's going to be a touchy week where it's important for you to express yourself. And I'm getting the sense that somebody might have a temper here, either you or the other person. So I get that's why if you guys don't want to necessarily tell them, if you know they're going to pop off, shit, sometimes it is just better to walk away and leave that shit where it was. But I see this week being very transformative for you guys. moving from one place to the next, moving out of certain connections so that you guys can do more things for yourself, okay? Let's see the clarifier real fast. Okay, we'll take this one. Wow. The same cards have been coming out for everybody, I swear. This is so interesting. But we have feast. So it's slow down and celebrate yourself. Really be in your own energy. Enjoy yourself and remember how important you are to yourself. Remember all the good things that you used to do for yourself. You know, this is really getting into yourself and out of everybody else's drama, out of everybody else's issues. It says endings are inevitable, gray. So something is definitely ending here. Like I said, I felt like you guys were turning your back on a situation, and I feel like it's you guys who are deciding when things are over. It's very important that you guys know that you have the power to end things, because for some of y'all, I really get the feeling that y'all feel obligated to keep upholding something or keep doing this like action that you don't want to do. And it's like, you know, don't force yourself to do anything. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Well, this is what I was saying, like communicate how you feel. And when they say don't be afraid to sing, like don't be afraid to communicate your truth to this person, even if they do have a temper. Sometimes people just need to know, okay? And if they start going off on you and shit, you know, you don't have to stand there and take that. You just, you know, turn your back on the situation and be like, look, I told you how I felt. You know, however you deal with that shit really ain't my issue. I mean, that's Libra energy, because, you know, if y'all ask me, y'all are the bad bitches of the zodiac, like, because y'all don't, like, y'all are able to communicate very easily, and you don't let a lot of people to get inside of your head. But for some reason, I feel like somebody's got you feeling like you're in some type of loop, and you kind of need to make this decision to walk away from it, this person or this situation. Could be an air sign, like I said. But let's go ahead and get into the career reading. So, like, what's going on in your work life? How's work going for you this week? What are prospects? What are some things to watch out for all my Libras? Okay, so we have the Emperor with the, wow, Two of Swords. I was going to say this already, but then the Two of Swords really confirmed it. This is making a decision. This is standing in your own rightful power and being confident in your decision. You guys definitely have some type of choice to make. You guys definitely have to tell somebody how it is, like it is. No sugarcoat, no nothing, okay? Especially in the business sense. You guys, like somebody at your workplace, I feel like somebody may feel like they have some type of authority. I feel like it could be your boss who's getting on your nerves. And I feel like for some of y'all just haven't said anything because they're your boss and you need this job. But it is important to express yourself. It is important to know if you want to stay at that job, because you have to know that you do have other opportunities. And if you don't, or like, you know, start looking for them so that you don't feel like you're trapped at this one place, because ultimately you shouldn't have to suffer at your workplace, you know, for money. You know, there are jobs out here, and if you're telling me like, damn, I really don't have any other options, just start looking for some, you know, because if you're unhappy at work, it carries through your whole life, your whole day. You know, your work life is very, like, a very important part of your life. And, you know, you may, like, if you don't like your job or don't like your boss because they're a little too authoritative, or they just they're strict, you don't feel comfortable at your place, you know, it carries into your relationships and it makes you uncomfortable there too. So but this could be you feeling more confident after making a decision. So it's definitely important to consider your options. This gives me your energy, because you guys are all about balance. You know, you guys are the scales of balance. And she's balancing the two swords on her shoulders, and swords in the tarot represent thoughts and your like any ideas you have. So it's important to balance those, you know, go through things logically and make your decision that way. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. This gives me rest energy, like taking a time out. And wow, I was about to say something, but Justice, this is your, like, your energy. We have the little scales of balance right there. And to me, it's like being fair to yourself, you know. With the Ten of Wands being like the first card I saw out for you guys, that also gives me an energy of being burnt out, of being exhausted. And with this, Four of Swords is all about rest and recuperation. So if you guys have been working extremely hard, I see things really paying off in your favor, being very fair to you. But you guys have to also be fair to yourselves and not push yourselves too far in work. There is a sense to definitely balance. These cards are really mirrors of each other. They're both twos, but the High Priestess is all about balance. Like I said, balancing your intuition with your, what is it called? Your, I'm gonna say intellect, but no, like facts and decision-making ability, like logical mind. Sorry, that's what I want to say. Logical mind with intuition. So trusting how you feel, and it's also a sense to meditate, to have some quiet space to yourself, some time to yourself, so you can get in that good decision-making mindset. Nine of Cups. Okay, I see you guys being very satisfied with your decision, but this is something that you guys have to do for yourself. It's like taking a break, being fair to yourself in work. Don't push yourself too hard in work this week, but trust how you feel and communicate that. Listen to what your intuition has to say about your situation. Then, think about it logically, balance those two, make your decision, and be confident in your decision and move forward, because it will really make you feel successful. I feel like you guys have some really good karma coming in for work, because you guys have been working so hard. But definitely give you guys, like, yourselves a break and rest. That's how you guys can keep moving forward. Don't burn yourself out. It'll only be more difficult for you if you do. So the clarifier we have, whoa, I'm gonna just take the one that came out face up. So we have, bottom of the deck energy is Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Okay, so to me, it's very interesting that they said weave, because that's what I feel like you guys are really working on, is like delicate, like stitching, but it's like intertwining two things that are different from each other and blending them together to have the best possible outcome. And that's what I'm saying, your logical mind with your intuition, weave those two together so that you have the best type of decision-making ability on your side. But the card that flew out was Castle. It's time for healing, not war. This is definitely a time to take a break, okay? Because this is all about healing, resting, recuperating, how you feel. But and if you're pushing for something, because I feel like a lot of y'all Libras have been pushing for something at your job, and you've been pushing nonstop. You've been working extremely hard, and it's just not time to do that anymore. It's time to take a break, to give yourself time to heal, so that you guys can come back stronger than ever. But I see good karma, like I said, good things coming out of your work process. Wishes coming true and being extremely satisfied with yourself. He's sitting there with all his little, they are cups, but I feel like, to me, they look like trophies. And he's just satisfied with himself. He's like, look at me. Look how much money I have. Look how many awards I have. That's the type of energy I get from that card. So definitely great things coming out for you guys in work. If you guys can weave together your logical mind and your intuition, tell people your honest truth, and give yourself a break, and don't push yourself past your limits. It's not a time for pushing anymore if you have been. And without further ado, we're just going to look into your relationship prospects for this week. So this is any type of relationship. We're just going to see the energy surrounding them and any advice we have for you, okay? Well, I'm going to just leave those that fell out and then draw two more. So bottom of the deck energy again is that Two of Swords with the Seven of Cups. This is being overwhelmed by this decision that you have to make. I see this is really the focus of you guys' week, is decision making and almost not knowing what to do in a sense. You guys feel a little bit paralyzed, a little stuck at a stoplight, because you guys don't know what action to take. So like I say again, take it as it applies, but weave together that intuition with your logical mind, even in relationships. That's your whole focus. So what fell out again was justice. Good karma coming in for y'all. The world, culmination. Okay, so somebody's getting what they deserve, either in a good way and a bad way. You know, however you've been acting towards other people in your relationship, this is karma coming back to you one way or another. And I see that things are coming to fruition. Things, you know, certain things are coming to an ending, definitely. But this is also the energy of fruits ripening in your relationship. So you know what you've been putting out to the universe, you know, the type of energy you've been feeling. If you've been really nasty to people and shit, well, I'm not saying, you know, nasty stuff is going to hit you, but definitely you can't expect nothing good because you get what you put out, okay? And for a lot of y'all who have been putting out good things, I see great things happening. You know, we have the King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign. And even though I do feel like you've been dealing with somebody who's quite stubborn, somebody who has a temper, who likes to argue a lot. I see good things happening, but like I said, you have to stand up for yourself and communicate how you feel, okay? Tell that other person just to sit there and listen while you explain to them the issues that you're having, because I see, like I said, justice, like righting wrongs here, okay? Telling people about themselves, about what they did to you, about the issues, or about genuinely what you want out of this relationship. Because for some of y'all, I get the sense that y'all don't want nothing more in this relationship, that, you know, you're going to give your piece to them, and you're going to be like, and that's it. Like however you deal with that is great, but there's definitely a sense to, you know, stand up for yourself and how you feel, express yourself in this connection. Let these people know. Like I said, let them just sit there and listen, because to me, he looks like he's just sitting there and he's taking it all in, okay? So tell them about themselves. We also have the Empress with the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, so this is also your energy again. I mean, you Libra is ruled by Venus, and this card is ruled by Venus. So I see you guys being very much in your energy and having some stable foundations with this person. For a lot of y'all are getting, you know, this stable connection that you guys have been working for, because I see you guys putting in a lot of effort. But ultimately, it's your discernment that's here that is so important, because you guys have to be honest about what it is that you want, and be truthful to yourself about what is good for you and what is the best opportunity to take, you know. There's a lot of thinking going along this week. But let's see. We have red, forgive. Okay. And I don't even feel like this is your energy. I don't feel like you guys really have to forgive anybody. I mean, that could be for some of y'all, but really what I'm getting with this forgive is that somebody else, like, it needs to, oh, okay, well, I will be honest. For some of y'all do need to forgive somebody, because I feel like I said, it's only right with this justice and forgiveness energy. It's like you can't be too harsh on them. You know, I feel like, but by that same token, I mean, I feel like a lot of Libras here are split, because for some of y'all do have to forgive, but for a lot of y'all, it's somebody else needing your not even wanting to forgive anybody, okay? And wanting to move on with the situation, wanting to be like, you know what, this isn't worth my time, and you standing up for yourself, okay? But I think it's important that you express yourself to them at the same time, you know, accepting that they are human and that they can change. So if they do come correct and apologize after you tell them how you feel, you know, I feel like this situation really could be renewed. Look, again, Castle. It's time for healing, not war. And with forgive, that really just sums it up. For a lot of y'all, it is about forgiving and healing a connection. And, you know, because I feel like for a lot of y'all just haven't been saying how y'all truly felt. Y'all just been going along with whatever they say, and you're just like, you know what I mean, we'll be all right. But y'all are really pissed about it, and now you want to say something about it. So it's like, but you don't know what to do, and you're thinking about how to approach the situation. So it's very important that you tell them how it is, and depending on how they respond to you, you know, things can either be renewed and you can forgive them, or you can move forward and be confident in your independent energy, knowing that you know, stood up for yourself, that you took action, that you made a good decision, okay? Because I do see a lot of stability, regardless in your relationships. After whatever communication has to go through, You guys are going to be feeling good about it. Okay, good. Okay, but that's all I have for y'all. Thank y'all so very much for watching, and I hope I see y'all soon. Thank you.
I feel my brain's like, nah, it's not real, but if